This is my bed, and for the past 2 months, almost 2 months, I started on March 31st, and currently it's May 28th, I believe, right? 1 second, yeah, it's May 28th, and I've been sleeping like that, meaning that I put the mattress like that so that I don't lie on my bed, and therefore I always used this surface to sleep, and basically every um, evening I put this is this is a blanket. I put this blanket on the floor, and I used this I don't know how it's called, the thing that you put on the mattress. I used it to I've been using it to as a blanket, basically to cover my body, and uh, I actually first few days, maybe first week, I was sleeping without a blanket. uh, I mean, I used a blanket as a blanket, and I slept on the bare floor without any support to make it a bit softer. But I decided that it's too hard for my body, and started using a blanket to make it a bit softer. Um, Also, at some point, maybe 1 2 weeks after I started doing this, I started using a second pillow to put it. I tried to put it under my neck, but I didn't like it. Under my head, I mean, but I didn't like it. So I started putting it under my legs. Mm, because I sleep on the side, I put it basically like so that it's kinda. Actually, I can show. So I started putting it like that, so that it's kinda between my sides, um, and so it actually it really helped. Yeah, I also when I tried sleeping on my back, I put it under my knees, and it also made it pretty comfortable. Yeah, I think I managed to sleep on my back, to fall asleep on my back a few times, but I didn't manage to learn how to do that. I'm still sleeping on my side. Yeah, so today I decided to return to bed, and so firstly, why did I start sleeping on the floor in the first place? So it's very simple. I had problems with um, going to bed, with returning to bed after waking up, even though I had I used an app called Alarmy, and it's like an alarm that but you can't turn it off uh, just by pressing snooze button or pressing stop like on a regular with a regular iPhone alarm. You have to solve the challenges, and the only way to turn it off is to solve the challenges or turn off your phone. I think I've never turned off my phone. Yeah, but the problem is that I learned to solve the challenges. I had been using Alarmy for no, for how long? I think for at least uh, for at least 2 years. Yeah, maybe like for at least 1.5 years, definitely. Yeah, and so I learned to solve the challenges. I had like something like I had walking challenge, and math challenge and memory challenge, and even find the object challenge, and I managed to I started getting used to these challenges, and after solving them, which took me like maybe 5 minutes, maybe 8 minutes at most, I think, I still was returning to bed. And actually, it's kind of weird a bit because I didn't struggle with this problem for when I was in high school. I think at least when I until the yeah, I think pretty much during my high school I didn't struggle with this problem at all. I actually during my school years, maybe except the primary school, I didn't struggle with this problem at all. Maybe I had some days when this happened in like 10th and 11th grades, but it was like very rare, I think. But in after 11th grade in summer, it was the first time when this problem really arose. And I think I had this problem during my first semester in university. Yeah, it wasn't like super I didn't skip classes basically due to this problem, but because like it was important for me, but I still woke up later than I wanted many days. Then basically about, as far as I remember, about 1 year ago, I somehow managed to become consistent with waking up early again. I think, I'm not sure why, but I think it's I had a momentum of good events, and that made me kind of developed desire not to keep this momentum, and therefore it made me not to go to bed, not to return to bed after waking up. And therefore I think in May, or maybe even in April 2025, I became consistent with waking up early again without returning to bed. And the whole June I was pretty consistent, and the whole summer I think I was pretty consistent. In even the whole September and October, the whole September and almost the whole October I was pretty consistent. But in October, again, currently it's May 2026, May 28th. So in October 2025, in the end of October, I had a 3-day offline event during which I completely messed up my schedule. I don't regret it, but it is what it is. And 1 week after that event, um, 1 week after that event, I had a trip with family and to another country, and it was like 10-day trips or maybe 12-day, something like that. And during that trip, my schedule messed up even more, and actually during that trip, like after that trip, after that event and the trip, I firstly, like, my schedule was completely messed up. Secondly, secondly, I kinda how to say that? Basically, I kinda broke my discipline, uh, and therefore it led to how to well, I think a negative moment or like, I think we can call it a vicious cycle of failure. Yeah, and which led to many like negative things, but one of them was like that problem with returning to bed, which was actually a huge problem for me. So basically started in the middle of November, right after I returned from the trip, and it lasted until the end of March, right? Yeah, it lasted until the end of March, so it was like basically December, January. In January I had another trip, another 10-day trip, but anyway, December, January, February, and in January, actually in January everything was pretty good with it, but still I think I had a few days when it happened. But anyway, okay, we may if you don't count January, it is still, it's like December, February, March, 3 months, and the mid of November, half of November, which is like 3.5 months at least. It's a huge period, and that issue actually slowed down my progress a lot. Yeah, it is still very surprising for me, because like literally, like in October, in September and October I was waking up early, like at 5 at 5 a.m., at 4 a.m., sometimes even at 3 a.m. consistently, and but then, like, suddenly, just like this, I stopped being like, of course it happened after those events, but anyway, it's like that I stopped waking up consistently, and started consistently started going to bed, returning to bed instead, even despite of the alarm. And yeah, so that's the reason I start sleeping all I've been sleeping. I started sleeping on the floor in March 31st. Yeah, and so today I decided to stop because actually I didn't find it helpful, and I believe now that I won't struggle with returning to bed anymore after I return to bed today, because also for almost 2 months, I think I can find the real date. Give me a second. Please open. So since okay, for 1.5 months since April 19th, I've been waking up without an alarm, and so it actually, and so combining with sleeping on the floor, I didn't notice any like improvements. I actually noticed the harms, disadvantages. So, and the disadvantages are this. Wait, I still want to continue waking up without alarm because it's healthy. Yeah, and it actually allows my body to sleep enough. But at the same time, I noticed that sleeping on the floor, like literally today, I realized that sleeping on the floor actually creates more damage than benefits. Actually, I'm not sure about the benefits. So despite sleeping on the floor for almost 2 months, it still feels very uncomfortable. I didn't manage. Maybe it's because I'm sleeping on my side instead of sleeping on my back, but I didn't manage to learn to sleep on my back. And therefore, and sleeping on the side feels really like, not really, but it feels a bit. It feels uncomfortable, and I think it makes me wake up in the middle of the night to rotate, to turn to another side, because it's a bit painful, and actually when I wake up, I feel a subtle pain in one of my shoulders. Also, it's the temperature. When the temperature is cold, and despite the fact that currently it's May 28th, the temperature outside is 7 degrees Celsius, which is crazy. Anyways, so when the temperature is cold, I noticed that it actually makes me wake up. I think at least or at least or it makes waking, getting out of bed harder. Like today I woke up, so currently I'm trying to become consistent with waking up at 7 a.m. and of course I understand that the most important part of fixing sleep is going to bed on time, and is going to bed on time. Yeah, but I think those sleep irritations that happen, that I think happen many of which I think happen due to sleeping on the floor, help. I mean, not help. Prevent me from fixing my sleep faster, and so yeah. So I think cold. So even despite the fact that it's 20, according to the thermometer that is like inside my room, it is like somewhere this thing. It is currently 21.5 degrees Celsius in my room. I think near the floor temperature is colder because of two things. Because of two things. The first thing is that I live on the ground floor, on the first floor, and the second thing is that here I actually, as you can see, it is a Scotch tape. In like I think about 1 month ago, I finally did that. The whole winter I was struggling with the fact that here is a huge hole. I'm not sure if you can see how big it is, but here is a huge hole in this door. This door leads to the balcony, and there are no windows on the balcony, so so it's very cold there, 7 degrees currently, and the whole winter there was a huge hole, and it was really cold here in the winter, and yeah, and it actually was because of that. It often was like 16 or like at least at most 17 degrees in this room. Yeah, and it was really uncomfortable, and I often slept in clothes during the winter, and so it I think even despite the fact that 1 month ago I finally used Scotch tape um, to fix that problem, there is still it is still, I feel that there is still a bit windy here. Maybe actually it is because of the hole that I just noticed, but I don't know. It's I think that's another reason why it feels uh, pretty cold on the floor, and it makes it harder to get out of bed. For example, today. So today I woke up late, and I wanted to. I woke up late. I think I woke up at 9:30, but I got out of bed approximately. But I got out of bed only at about 9:50 a.m. because of course I was kind of half asleep, but I still I think if it wasn't that cold I would get out of bed faster, but I kind of really had huge resistance towards doing it, and yeah, so I think maybe if I set up my floor sleeping environment better, I would learn how to sleep on. I would become a better floor sleeper if I bought that Japanese thing. I forgot how it's called, to sleep on the floor. If I used a proper blanket, if I bought maybe proper pillows that I could buy things that long Japanese pillow for neck, or yeah, and maybe that would help me to sleep on the floor better. But currently sleeping on the almost like bare floor, I didn't notice any like benefits. I didn't really struggle with back pain as far as I remember, and I didn't really notice it improving my back in any way. And what else? I also didn't notice any sleep improvements, only like sleep only noticed sleep deterioration. yeah, and therefore I'm returning to bed, and yeah, because I'm waking up without an alarm now, I think I should feel energetic enough not to return to bed. And that's it. Hope this feed hope this experience that I just shared will help you. Have a good day.